We're doing this activity, this strategy called Final Word, and you guys are going to use these questions in front of you to guide your discussion as you go, okay? We're going to be using an informational text, not a textbook today, but we're going to be using a great magazine that we're going to use a lot from here on out, National Geographic. Talking about simple and compound machines, and I felt like it was relevant for us to bring in how ancient people groups relied on simple and compound discussion within your groups for this strategy. I want you guys to decide in your groups how you want the order to go. Who's going to be person 1, who's going to be person 2, who's going to be person 3, who's going to be person 4. Take 30 seconds to decide that real fast. Okay, thank you guys. So raise your hand if you're person 1 in your group. Okay? Very good. Who's going to keep this order? Person 1 goes first, then person 2, then person 3, then person 4, all throughout class today, okay? Now, everybody at your table is going to have the role of person 1 at some point, okay? So here's how this is going to work. Okay, person 1, you are going to read your first question. Then as a group, they're going to read these paragraphs in there. Once you're done reading paragraphs 1, 2, and 3, Ty is going to make one comment about it. One comment about paragraph, about what he read, about answering this question. He's going to say one thing, one piece of information he gathered about the statues, because that's what the question asked for. Then Jess is person 2, so she is going to answer one thing that she learned about the statues in that paragraph, in those paragraphs. Then Des is person 3. She's going to share the one thing she got about the statues out of those paragraphs. And finally, Uberto is going to answer what he learned about the statues in those paragraphs. And then here is like the $1 million moment in each group. Then it's going to come back to Ty because he's person 1, and he's going to summarize what every single person in the group said. And at that point, everybody writes their answer for number 2, what he summarized, okay? Do you see how this is going to require everybody to participate? Do you see how listening is going to be incredibly important? Yes. Listening and sharing are equally important, okay? But here's the thing. Once Ty's done, he's semi off the hook, because then it shifts to Jess. She's person 2. Jess is going to take question 3, because that's the next question, right? She'll read it to her group. List 3 theories explorers have made about how these statues have moved. Okay? Then the group will read the next chunk. Once they feel like they have read enough to be able to get an answer, she shares her thoughts on that, one theory. She shares a theory. He shares a theory. He shares a theory. And then it goes back to Jess, and what's she going to do? Summarize what everybody said in the group, and then they write down the summary beside question 3. Okay, then it's Dez's turn. Des reads question 4 to her group. They read. Everybody shares their piece. She summarizes. They write an answer. Finally, guess who's the last person? Uberto. He reads the question 5. They read as a group. Everybody shares their piece. He summarizes. They write down an answer. And then guess what? It starts over again because you have 8 questions. Each person goes 2 times today. You're going to do two times around. Okay? I love this activity. I love this strategy because it requires great listening, really good reading. It requires a really good discussion. Okay, so it's kind of a multifaceted type strategy. All right? Does anybody have any immediate questions at this point of how this works? Raise your hand if you mostly understand. If you mostly understand, you're going to get it. It's one of these things, once you start, it's not hard at all. Okay. One little tool I'm going to be passing out to you is a microphone. When it is your time to talk at the table, you should have this in your hand. Why do you think I want you to have a microphone?
To make it feel.
Yes.
So when you talk in the next, they will know who you're talking to.
Exactly. It lets you know who has the floor. It's a visible, tangible reminder of whose turn it is, who has the floor. So if Alyssa's talking at her group, should Jose be talking? No.
That's what it says. It says they thought aliens.
We're not that far down yet. That's not in paragraphs 1, 2, and 3.
Oh.
Okay, you need to pull from just what you read. Don't add to.
I see that.
They do.
Let's just share one thing.
They also thought aliens from outer space maybe.
They do.
What about the statues? 1, 2, and 3.
The statues were made out of
statues. Hit out a rock. All right, pass it to Jose. Get your. No, wait till the summary. Okay, wait till the summary. Okay. More than 1,000 statues. Awesome.
You have to say something.
They move 1,000 giant statues.
He said that.
They represent the ancient Taurus thing. The ancient ancestor spirits, yeah.
The statues move many kilometers from the volcano to the sea.
Summarize it. You said that they had 1,000. They moved 1,000 statues.
Nearly 1,000 statues.
Were made out of
She
rock.
said the statues represent their ancestor spirit.
Okay, so
So what are we supposed to write?
they lifted
They lifted. Okay,
about
Oh.
1,000.
Okay. Dorothy, it's your turn.
All right, who was talking on 3? Who was the person 1? All right, can you summarize what everybody said so I can hear it?
I said that they think that the aliens moved them by themselves from outer space.
Okay.
And Dorothy said that maybe they moved them by themselves some way.
Okay.
And he disagrees with the theory about the giants moving them.
Okay.
And she said that maybe the volcanoes moved them.
I am so proud of you, Morgan. I'm bringing a treat. Great. I love the way Morgan knew exactly what each person said. She said Dorothy said this, Mario said this, Jasmine said this. Great job.